Hello everyone, it's Brandon here again for another video. Today's video is going to be about Tantra and what Tantra or Tantric spirituality truly is. Now, Tantra is a bit of a confusing topic because a lot of people just have some misconceptions about it. People have maybe heard about Tantric sex or Tantra in relation to sex or sexuality. But this is only a small part of what Tantra is. Now, to start off, let's start with the definition of Tantra. Tantra is a Sanskrit word, and what that roughly means is no book. And what that's talking about is it is a form of spirituality that uses no book. It's actually the oldest form of spirituality because it's something that comes naturally to all of us. So if you're watching this right now and you don't resonate much with the word spiritual or spirituality, and you think of yourself as an atheist or agnostic person, the truth of the matter is that you are a spiritual person, you just don't realize it. You practice spirituality daily, unconsciously though. And part of my goal for this video is to help you guys see how you can be more conscious with how you practice Tantra. So, Tantra means no book. That means that you can have a spiritual connection without following any major religion or following anyone else's word. You can do it through just your own direct experience. What Tantra is it's those moments where you recognize the divine within whatever you're doing. Whether that's looking at a sunset or having sex or eating a great meal, or spending time with your friends and family. Anything that you find a lot of enjoyment in and you are kind of drawn towards, there's a lot of Tantra there. There's a lot of that no-book spirituality going on, although you probably haven't until now realized that's what's going on. And one of the reasons why sexuality is talked about so much with Tantra is because for most people, an orgasm and having sex, that's kind of your peak experience in life. If you're someone who doesn't meditate a lot or, hasn't done anything, crazy like go to the moon, that your highest peak experience for most people is going to be during sex. That's when you most easily recognize the divine. That's when you lose yourself in the moment. You no longer have thoughts of past or future. Living in the now or the present moment is something that is talked about a lot nowadays in spiritual circles and on the internet. And for good reason, because when you're living in the now, in the present moment, you lose a lot of the ego that is running most of your life. And you lose a lot of the ego that you normally experience when you're having a deep sexual connection with someone. You aren't thinking about, going to work tomorrow or, what you'd like to buy on Amazon. That's none of that's on your mind. You're deeply connected to the experience. And the experience of having sex with someone is a divine experience. Now, I want to get into a bit of a distinction here. We're not only talking about peak experiences. We're talking about everything that happens to you in your life is Tantra, in a sense. But you just don't realize that it is. You don't see the divine within what you're doing most of the time. 99% of the time of your life, you don't realize that there is something divine going on, that it's beautiful, that it's amazing. But through different spiritual practices and also recognizing what Tantra is and practicing Tantra, you can get to higher states of consciousness. And when you get to these higher states of consciousness, that's when you truly start to connect with what Tantra is. You truly start to get a taste of the divine in whatever it is that you're doing. This sounds strange, but there was a peak height of consciousness that I was at one point. And well, I've had many experiences like this, higher consciousness experiences through practicing spirituality. But this one is a good example with Tantra here. So I was at a friend's house and I was in this higher state of consciousness. And I went into the bathroom, and in the bathroom, he keeps his 2 cats there, and that's where their litter boxes are. And the smell is really strong. Normally when I go over there, I don't like being in the bathroom for too long because you have to smell the cat shit. But in this state of consciousness, I was able to appreciate, and it was no longer like I was enduring the smell of this, cat shit. I realized that there was nothing wrong with the experience. And the more that you do spiritual practices such as meditation or self-inquiry, the more that you can raise your level of consciousness to where you can experience the divine in literally every moment. Anything that you do in your life can be experienced in a divine way. You can get there. It's something that is totally within your grasp. If you just put, a decent amount of time into meditating, or there is an alternative, and this is controversial, but taking psychedelics also get you into higher states of consciousness. And it's through higher consciousness experiences that you start to realize the beauty of what Tantra can be. It isn't just sex. You can literally experience the divine in anything that happens to you. It only depends on your sensitivity to the divine. In meditation, psychedelics, self-inquiry, those are some of the best ways to develop that. So, to just recap, Tantra is something that humans have been doing ever since we existed. It was very unconscious back then. We would eat a piece of meat or something, and we would enjoy that. We wouldn't know that the reason that we enjoy that is that it's bringing us into a closer connection with what the divine is. But the divine is everything. This is all creation. This is all divine creation. Everything that happens on planet Earth. All we have to do is awaken to that, and then our experience of life becomes so much more pleasant, powerful, euphoric, intense. The list goes on. So I hope that this has given you a good intro to what Tantra is. And before we end, I want to give you a quick and easy little method that you can use to start to build up your sensitivity to the divine. So next time that you're having a nice meal, or talking with your friends, or doing anything that you normally really enjoy, try to stop the thoughts that are happening at that time. Slow things down a bit and really just relish that moment. Relish the beauty and the love or connection, whatever positive emotion or thing that you're seeing in that experience. Relish that and fully experience it. And that is Tantra. Doing that. Becoming aware of the divine that's happening there. Becoming aware of the beauty that is in those simple moments, those simple things you enjoy. When you become aware of that, you're becoming aware of divinity. You're becoming a tantric practitioner. So, I hope that this helps. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my video get out there to more people. If you have any questions about Tantra or spirituality, you can post those in the comments. I'm very responsive there. And check out my other videos. I have a lot of other videos about spirituality that you might be interested in. So, other than that, I hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching.